everyone! Welcome back to another exciting video. Today, we're whipping up a recipe that'll stick in your memory and become one of your go-to favorites. Why? Because it's packed with flavors, super easy to make. This dish can totally be the star of the table or a charming sidekick. It's perfect for your everyday meals and when you've got guests over. Yep, we're talking about chicken kebabs, a favorite for so many folks. I'm making just enough to serve to people, keeping it nice and cozy. As always, on our channel, you'll find everything written down for you, complete with the protein content and calorie count for the whole dish. First, grab your food processor. Toss in the parsley, half the onions, and half the bell peppers. Chop, 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 pulse everything until it's super finely minced. We're going for a smooth, even texture here. Add the salt at this stage. It helps draw out the moisture and really enhances the flavors. Keep blending until you've got a silky, finely chopped mix. As you can see, it's time to strain the mixture. This step is super important. Use a strainer to press the mixture gently but firmly. The goal is to get rid of all the excess liquid. This is the key to making sure your kebabs hold their shape and don't fall apart. Trust me, this step makes all the difference. As you press, you'll notice all those liquids squeezing out. And let me tell you, the aroma already smells incredible. The garlic, onions, parsley, and bell peppers are making magic together. Finally, just look at the amount of liquid we got out. That's exactly what could have ruined a kebab by making it fall apart. Now that it's all strained, we're ready to move on. Let's do this. Grab yourself a nice big bowl. Bigger is always better for mixing, right? Toss in the strained veggies we just prepped. Add the minced chicken right on top. Now, roll up your sleeves. Knead it to make sure everything is perfectly combined. Next up, it's seasoning time, the part that takes the flavors up a notch. Add your spices and a pinch more salt. Here comes the optional step, 10 grams of butter. Now, I know we're aiming for a healthy kebab, but hear me out, this little bit of butter adds 90 calories, which isn't a huge deal, and the flavor boost is totally worth it. If your minced chicken like mine around 7 to 10% fat, the butter helps bring in that slight richness and juiciness. For those who want to keep the calories as low as possible, feel free to skip the butter. But remember, butter is still healthy when used in moderation. Mix everything thoroughly to let those spices and the butter, if using, work their magic. The mixture is starting to look and smell amazing. You're going to love how it turns out. I like to add just 20 grams, about 1 tablespoon of flour, to make shaping the kebabs easier. This tiny amount helps bind everything together, so you get a smooth, firm texture like you see here. Now, here's the next important step. Chill it in the fridge for about an hour. This helps the mixture firm up, making it way easier to shape the kebabs. If you're in a rush and can't wait, no worries, go ahead and shape them right away. They'll still be great. Let them rest in the fridge, and you'll be all set for the perfect kebab shape when we're ready to cook. What you're seeing here today is 1 kilogram of minced chicken. Why this big batch? Well, I've got guests over, but the recipe I've shared with you is enough for 2 people. Just like I've posted before on Instagram, feel free to check it out. The great thing about this dish is that you can prep it ahead of time. You can actually get to this stage the day before, pop it in the fridge, and let it sit overnight. Then, the next day, you can either grill it straight away or even finish the skewering and just pop it in the fridge for grilling the next day. So, if you've got guests coming and want to prep in advance, chicken kebabs are your go-to. I do it all the time when I've got company. It saves time and makes everything that much easier. One of the things I love to prep before I start skewering and grilling kebabs is all the final touches. You know, like the essentials. A plate of salad, onions with sumac, which, for me, are a must for kebab grilling. A bit of greens and some pickles. So let's chop up the tomato, cut them into 4 quarters. Same for the onions. As for the peppers, just chop them up randomly. We're making enough for 2 people here, so that'll be about 6 skewers in total. Each person gets 1 skewer of tomato, 1 of onion, and 1 of pepper. I prefer grilling those before starting on the kebabs. Now we've got 2 skewers of each veggie ready to go. I'll pop them in the oven at a temperature of about 250 to 300 degrees Celsius, depending on your oven type, for 15 minutes using just the grill function. Easy peasy. These things are super important for healthy eating because they give us fiber, and fiber helps us feel full. It's really important to load up on these kinds of veggies, since it means you'll need less bread and even less kebab to feel satisfied. After about 15 minutes, they turned out like this, perfectly done. Now I'm gonna take them out and plate them up. Don't go handling the veggies unless you're a heat pro like me. You're gonna end up with burned fingers. Let's wait for the kebabs to join the party. After an hour in the fridge, the ingredients got cozy and mingled. Now we're gonna start skewering. This liquid here, it's from draining the veggies earlier. I'll dip my hands in it while skewering. It adds a nice touch of flavor to the kebabs. First, I'll grease the skewer a bit, then grab just about this amount of the mix, enough to make 6 skewers, 3 per person. This time, we're going oven style, not grilling on charcoal. So no stress about flipping them constantly. I'll place them on a baking tray lined with parchment paper. This batch is perfect for 2 people, 6 skewers, a solid portion. Pair it with a fresh salad and some bread, and you're good to go. After about 10 minutes in the oven, look at this beauty. It's looking red because I've got it on the grill setting, just to make sure it doesn't dry out and to keep the flavor spot on. After using some of the liquid that came from the veggies earlier, now I'm gonna use the rest of it. I'll use it now to brush the kebabs. Flip them, brush them again. This not only gives them an amazing taste, but also keeps them juicy and tender. Perfect combo. After just 5 minutes, here's how the kebab is looking. Now I'm gonna brush it again. Grab a plate and throw on a piece of bread and some parsley. Next up, I'm adding onion with sumac for that tangy kick. Time to grab the second bread, load it with the skewer, then slide it off right onto the first bread. Honestly, the smell is amazing, and I can already tell the taste will be just as good. Chicken kebab, one of my favorite meals because it's quick, light, and delicious. Now I'll show you how I'll present it. Stay tuned. It's the final look of our dish. We've got everything ready. The peppers, onions, and tomatoes look absolutely mouth-watering. Salad is super important because it's packed with fiber and really fills you up. Salad, don't forget the salad. It's the star of any healthy meal. But the real hero of the story is the kebab. It looks amazing and tastes absolutely incredible. A feast for the eyes and the belly. The total calories for this meal come to 700. And since it's for 2 people, that's 350 calories per person. We're adding 150 calories for a piece of bread and 50 calories per person for the salad. So that's an extra 200 calories. This brings the total to 550 calories for a full, satisfying meal that has all the essential nutrients. Honestly, it doesn't get better than this. Give it a try, and I'm sure you'll love it. Enjoy and bon appetite! Chicken kebab with grilled veggies is a healthy and delicious dish, packed with high-quality proteins from the chicken, which help build muscles and support overall body functions. It's also rich in essential vitamins and minerals like vitamin B3 and B6, which are crucial for energy and nerve health, as well as zinc and phosphorus. The grilled veggies bring plenty of fiber, vitamin C, antioxidants, and vitamin E to the table. And let's not forget the tomatoes. They're loaded with nutrients that boost skin health. For those curious about the nutritional value of chicken kebab, feel free to drop a comment, and I'll be happy to provide more details. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, follow the page, and turn on notifications bell so you don't miss any of our delicious, calorie-conscious recipes. Bon appetit!